vintage 2015. 2015, when it came in, was described as the best vintage so far in the decade, best vintage after 2010. Bordeaux had a great series of vintages. It was 2008, 2009 and 2010, and it got a little more complicated after this, but then came vintage 2015. Warm, hot summer, great growing conditions all over the vintage. So vintage 2015 was acclaimed by everyone, and then 16, which is the latest release now, 16, many said it's even better, but let's see how we go with vintage 2015. Yep, denser color to them all. It's darker. Straight away it looks like there is a bit more denser tannins just by looking at it, and that's the important thing about looking at the wine. Don't make up your mind by just looking at the wine, obviously, but when you look at the wine you get a sense whether it's going to be a bigger wine or a lighter wine. That's why we look at wine and we take time to look at it. Clearly the nose is much more introvert. This tells us this is a younger wine. Great wine, concentrated wines, especially in Bordeaux. When they're young, they tend to be a little bit shy and not that all talkative. You can sense that the potential is great. You can sense that they have fine tannins in them, but they have so many fine tannins that they don't let the expression and all the aromas that they have speak for themselves. They keep them all for themselves. While they age, the tannic structure loosens up, and then they let the aromas speak. So you can sense this here. This is still a very young wine, so it's kind of keeping everything for itself, at least aromatically. Still, you're getting dark cherry, touch of blackcurrant, blackberry jam. The vanilla, the oak is superbly integrated. You taste the fruit, but you barely taste the oak. You taste there is an influence of the oak because it's spicy, because it's got vanilla and dark chocolate, but the influence of the oak is very subtle. Hallelujah. Here we go. Here with vintage 2015 you are getting the elegance and the subtlety of the fruity expression of Margaux. It's all about raspberry coulis. It's all about delicate, fresh blackberries, fresh red berries. It's very elegant. The oak, as I was saying, is superbly integrated. All about the subtlety of Margaux. But because it's a warm vintage, you're getting a punch, a big burst of flavors, all delivered with balance and elegance. So you're getting it all, and that's the whole point of a great Margaux wine. Super clayey, granulous tannins, so the whole feels full, the whole feels complete, the whole feels just like soak in your mouth, while there's this huge massive burst of complex layers of flavors all over the palate. Spices, dark coffee, chocolate, vanilla, you name them. The richness of Merlot, it's powerful and ripe, with the elegance and the finesse of Cabernet Sauvignon.